long-term liabilities are, whose life is for more than 1 year. They are notes payable for more than 1 year. Long-term debt, bank loans for more than 1 year, right? These are long-term liabilities. And now coming towards understanding the balance sheet format. We already discussed the format of the balance sheet, but now we will discuss this in detail. So balance sheet formats are report format and account formats. For income statement format, we have single step format and we have multi-step format. So let's discuss this one. For report format for balance sheet, so we first write assets, right? And among assets, we start from the most liquid assets, which is current assets, and then we start according to liquidity: cash, short-term investment, accounts receivable, inventory, prepaids, and then we start writing long-term assets, intangible and tangible, which is goodwill and other assets, right? So what are the format of the report format? We start from assets, under assets we start from current assets, and then long-term assets, here is total assets, right? And then liabilities includes current liabilities and long-term liabilities. We have total liabilities, and then there is owner equity. Among owner equity, we have common stock, retained earnings, and then we have total shareholder equity, and at the end we write it down: liabilities plus owner equity, which is addition of these two, right? So let's discuss it here. So liabilities and shareholder equity, we have current liability here, so these are all current liabilities, and then we have long-term liabilities here. Long-term liabilities, this is the total liability here, and then we have stockholder equity, all stockholder equity, common stock, paid in capital, retained earnings, and then you add it total liabilities and owners equity here. So remember, assets is equal to liabilities plus owners equity. This is the report format, right? What is the account format? In account format, you write it down that the assets is equal to liabilities plus owner equity, right? So let's explore it here. This is left hand side is the asset side. Start from assets. This is from current assets to long-term assets. You start, and you can see that the order of liquidity has maintained. We start from most liquid assets to less liquid assets, right? And then liabilities, you start from most liquid liabilities, which is current liabilities, to long-term liabilities, right? And then we start from stockholder equity, right? So total liabilities here plus the total stockholder equity. You plus it, answer is 83,300, which is exactly equal to assets, right? So assets is equal to liabilities plus owner equity. So that is the balance sheet equation that must be hold true. That is the account format of the balance sheet. And now moving towards understanding the income statement single step format. The single step format is that revenue, all kind of revenue minus all kind of expenses, and then you have net income. That is right, which means revenue minus expense is equal to your income. That is a single step format. Simple. The multi-step format starts from revenue minus cost of goods sold This will result in gross profit, and then from gross profit you less all the admin, selling, operating expenses. You find out the operating income. So from operating income you add other you less the interest and you add other income, and then you less tax. You find out net income, right? So in order to find out net income through multi-step, you have to start from revenue, and then you less the cost of goods sold. You find out the gross profit, and then from gross profit you less all the operating expenses like admin expenses, selling expenses, depreciation, other operating expenses, store operating expenses, right? You find out the operating income, and from operating income you add other incomes like you gain on sale of properties, income received from equities, investments, and then you less you add other interest income, and then you less the interest and taxes. You find out net income. The beauty of multi-step format, the question that should pop in your mind is that what is the need for this multi-step process? In by doing the multi-step process, you basically understand the segregation of the different kind of profits, right? What is the gross profit, what is the operating income, and what is the net income. So basically you find out three kinds of profits or margin in the income statement, like gross profit margin, operating income, and net income. And you can see that where if we still have operating profit, a gross profit and operating profit, but we have a net loss here, it means up till the operating profit we are doing fine. It means either our taxes are huge, either our expenses, interest expense is so huge, that's why we are having a loss situation. So you can easily segregate, and it can act as a control on your cost as well. And you can see that we are having gross profit, we are also having operating profit, but net profit we are having net loss. Why? Because of this interest expense. We have successfully finished answering our learning objectives. So I will be uploading assignment 3 on our WeChat group and our Blackboard discussion forum as well. Please respect the due date as well. Okay, that's the end of our lecture. So if you still have any question, please do write us on our WeChat group, and please ignore my coughing session during all these lectures. I still have some kind of a little breathing problem and coughing problem. So if you have any ambiguity left, please do write me on my WeChat account, and so that we can discuss, and also we can discuss on our Zoom live meeting as well. Okay, take care, stay safe, stay at home. Bye bye.